Have you ever felt like something dark is enveloping you, draining your life energy, sucking every fragment of hope and light that exists within you? It's not a fleeting feeling, it's like a constant weight, a shadow hovering over you, draining every drop of vitality until you feel like a mere echo of who you once were. This exhaustion doesn't come out of nowhere. It is the result of a silent battle, invisible to the eyes but devastating to the soul. You're not just tired, you're being drained, controlled, trapped in a cycle of manipulation that aims to destroy your essence. The narcissist, with their insatiable ego, feeds on the light of the chosen ones. They seek to extinguish it because it exposes the darkness they try so hard to hide. And the price the chosen one pays for this spiritual war is an exhaustion that finds no relief, a feeling of fighting against something much greater than just cruel words. In the beginning, everything is shrouded in a charming illusion. You feel enveloped by an irresistible charm, by smiles that seem genuine, by compliments that seem to come from the heart. But this mask is just the initial trap. The narcissist detects something in you that goes beyond what is visible to the eye. They sense the inner strength of the chosen one, that spiritual spark that makes you different, that connects you to something greater. And that's exactly what they want, to extinguish this flame, to steal your light, to appropriate your vital energy. It's a dangerous game where they hide their dark intentions behind false empathy and understanding. And by the time the chosen one realizes, they are already trapped, suffocated by an invisible web of control and manipulation, trying to remember who they were before everything began to crumble. There is a dark, almost supernatural skill in how the narcissist drains the energy of the chosen ones. Have you ever wondered why you feel inexplicably tired around certain people? As if something were pulling you down, making every movement, every thought, an immense effort? Narcissists feed on your confusion, on your despair. They push you into a state of mental chaos where your own perceptions become enemies. The world distorts, reality fragments, and you find yourself doubting your memories, your sanity. They want you to believe that you are no longer capable of trusting yourself. Because by distancing the chosen one from their own essence, disconnecting you from your inner strength, they win. And every doubt planted is a victory for them, another step towards total control. Nothing is accidental with them, every gesture, every silence is meticulously calculated. They know exactly where to attack, what your vulnerabilities are, which wounds have not yet healed. And what makes it even more perverse is that they do it all with a smile on their face. They dress as lambs while they are ravenous wolves, ready to devour any trace of your self-esteem. The narcissist doesn't need to shout to hurt the chosen ones. They use words with the precision of a sharp blade, cutting deep, hitting your insecurities, making you question everything you believe yourself to be. And while you struggle to maintain peace, they orchestrate chaos, reverse the narrative, and position themselves as the victim. All to isolate you, to make you believe that the problem is you, when in reality, the real battle lies in the corrosive energy they cast against your soul. It's as if a shadow were enveloping you, suffocating your light, making you question your very identity. You try to distance yourself, try to set boundaries, but there is an invisible force that pulls you back, that traps you in this destructive dance. And this force is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Because this battle is not just about harsh words or cold manipulations. It is about energy, about the struggle between light and darkness, between who you are and who they want you to become, a broken, dimmed version, shaped by pain and control. They surround the chosen one with a fog of doubts and fears, and every attempt to escape seems only to drag you deeper into this abyss. Narcissists are true architects of chaos. They carefully construct each layer of manipulation, hiding their true intentions behind gestures of affection and attention. But at the same time, they destroy your reality, making you lose yourself in a labyrinth of lies and false promises. They surround the chosen one with subtle criticisms, constant devaluation, and when you finally react, they accuse you of being the aggressor. All this to keep you trapped, to make you feel that the blame is yours, that you are the problem. And in the midst of all this confusion, you begin to doubt yourself, your ability to see the truth, your own sanity. The narcissist's greatest trick is to make the chosen one believe that you are to blame. That all the problems, all the arguments, all the crises are your responsibility. And they do it so skillfully that you start to carry this guilt as if it were yours. You find yourself constantly apologizing, trying to make amends, trying to be better. But deep down, it's never enough. Because no matter how much you try, how hard you strive, they will always find a new flaw, a new reason to criticize you, to diminish you. They need the chosen one to feel this way, small, guilty, worthless. Because while you are trapped in this spiral of self-criticism, you can't see what's really going on. You can't realize that the real culprit is the one who manipulates you, who controls you, who destroys you. The narcissist's attack is not just emotional, it is a true spiritual war. They perceive your light, your strength, and it fills them with envy. They cannot bear to see someone so connected, so at peace with themselves. And so, they try to extinguish this light, to make you believe that you are insignificant, that you don't deserve to be happy, that you will never be enough. But understand, the problem was never you. They attack because they feel the strength of the chosen one, because they know they will never have what you have. They do not have access to that spiritual connection, to that inner light, and it consumes them. They want to destroy what they cannot have, annihilate what constantly reminds them of their own failures. The feeling of being drained is real and devastating. You feel like you're losing pieces of yourself, like each interaction with them robs a little of your joy, your peace. And that's exactly what's happening. You are being drained, spiritually vampirized. The narcissist is an emotional, spiritual parasite that sucks everything good out of you, leaving only a shadow of who you once were. And when you realize it, you're so exhausted, so lost, that you can no longer react. But it's not too late. The first thing the chosen one needs to understand is that this fight is not fair, and you're not on equal footing. They train their whole lives to destroy, and you, to shine. But your light, even weakened, is more powerful than any darkness they can bring. The chosen one is not alone in this battle. Many have gone through this, and many are still going through it. And despite all the pain, all the confusion, you can break free. But you need to understand that this battle is real, that these people are not just trying to hurt you, they are trying to destroy you spiritually. They want to see the chosen one broken, hopeless, without light. But you cannot allow that. Your soul, your essence, is much stronger than any poison they can distill. And as impossible as it may seem now, you can win. You can regain your light, your peace, your strength. Because deep down, you have always been more powerful than they are. And that is the truth they fear so much. You start to see the signs, but it's hard to accept. How can someone who says they love you, who admires you, also be the person who hurts you the most? The dissonance is devastating. But the truth is that narcissists don't love, they possess. They want to control you, absorb your essence, empty you until there's nothing left. And when there's nothing left to take, they discard you without remorse, as if you never meant anything. The pain of the chosen one is overwhelming, but it is proof that you have something they will never have, a soul. The battle intensifies when the chosen one tries to break free. It's as if there's an invisible force trying to keep you chained. They sense your attempt to escape, feel the fear of losing control, and intensify their attacks. There are unexpected phone calls, invasive messages, false promises of change. All to pull you back, to trap you again in a destructive cycle. And often, the loneliness is so terrifying that you consider giving in. But remember, this is not love, it's war. The war is not just against the narcissist but against dark forces they channel. They act as portals for negative energies, draining your vitality, obscuring your spiritual vision. Sometimes, it feels like the chosen one is fighting against something much greater than a mere human being. And the truth is that they are. Narcissists are masters at creating toxic environments, where your soul feels suffocated, where hope and faith seem to slowly dissipate like mist at dawn. You feel the physical pain, the mental exhaustion, the emotional confusion. It's like being trapped in a maze with no way out. But know that there is a way out, and it begins with awareness. Recognize the signs. Understand that this pain is not a punishment but a warning. Your soul is crying out for liberation, for protection. The spiritual battle is real, and the chosen one is not alone. Your inner strength is greater than any trap they try to set in your path. Doubt settles in like a constant shadow. You begin to question your own sanity. Am I the problem? Am I exaggerating? They plant these seeds of doubt, water them with subtle manipulations, until you start to believe that the blame is really yours. This is the narcissist's most powerful weapon, making you question yourself, diminish yourself, silence yourself. But don't be fooled, this is a war tactic. Recognizing the battle is the first step for the chosen one to win it. Admitting that you are in a spiritual war, that this person is trying to destroy your light, is already an act of courage. Because it's easier to close your eyes, pretend everything is okay, believe the problem is temporary. But what's at stake is your soul, your essence. And as painful as it is to face this truth, it is the only way to begin freeing yourself. Narcissists know how to play the manipulation game like no one else. They know the weaknesses of the chosen ones and use them against you, distorting your words, manipulating your emotions, making you feel guilty for things you didn't even do. They distort reality, confuse you, make you feel small, worthless. It's a perverse game where you are the pawn, and they are the masters of manipulation. But you are not a pawn. You are much stronger than you think. When you start to realize what's happening, their resistance increases. They will try to silence you, to shame you, to intimidate you. Because what they fear most is exposure, that you see the truth, that you discover who they really are. They can't stand the chosen one regaining their power, you breaking free from their control. So, they escalate the attacks, use subtler, more perverse tactics. But that's when you need to be stronger. Before continuing, if the journey of being a chosen one has been difficult and lonely, our ebook may hold the answers you are looking for. It is a practical guide to help you understand your gifts, overcome challenges, and connect with your greater mission. Additionally, you will have access to our Discord community, where you will not be alone. This is a safe space for you to connect with other chosen ones who understand what you are going through and will offer genuine support. For more information, the link is in the first pinned comment. Manipulation goes beyond words, it reaches the soul. You find yourself trapped in a cycle of emotional dependence, where every gesture, every word from them entangles you further. They know how to keep the chosen captive, seducing you with false promises, trapping you with memories of good moments. And you cling to those crumbs, hoping everything will go back to how it was before. But the truth is that nothing was real. They create an illusion, and you get lost in it. You feel small, as if you were shrinking within yourself. It's as if your light is slowly fading away. But that feeling of exhaustion, of emptiness, is a reflection of the spiritual battle you are fighting. The soul of the chosen one is struggling to break free, to emerge from the shadows. And this struggle is intense, painful, but necessary. Because every time you rise, every time you resist, you strengthen your essence. There are moments when all you want is to give up. It seems like the pain is too much, that the confusion is unbearable. But that's exactly what they want. They want to see you broken, defeated, so they can feel powerful. But you can't allow that. Because despite all the darkness, the chosen one still shines. Your light is still there, waiting to be reignited. And every step you take towards truth, towards freedom, is an act of resistance, of courage. They are experts at creating emotional traps. Every time you try to pull away, they drag you back. They use your words against you, rewrite history to make you doubt what happened. It's a vicious cycle, an invisible prison that seems impossible to break. But the key to freedom is within you. It's in your courage to face the truth, to confront the pain, to stand up and say, enough. The pain you feel is not just yours. It resonates in the souls of so many others who have gone through this, who are still trapped in this cycle of abuse and manipulation. Your struggle is not in vain. Every step the chosen one takes towards freedom is a beacon for those still lost in the darkness. You are stronger than you think. And your strength is not just yours, it inspires, it guides, it lights the way for others. You begin to realize that this fight is much deeper than you imagined. It's not just a battle against a narcissist. It's a battle against the darkness they bring, against the shadows that try to envelop you, silence you, destroy you. And this realization changes everything. Because you begin to understand that, as painful as this struggle is, it is necessary. It is a purification, an awakening, a profound transformation. The Chosen One's spiritual war is not won through physical strength or emotional endurance alone. It requires something deeper, the reconnection with your essence, with your inner light. It is a process of healing, of reclaiming your true identity. And it starts with recognizing who you really are, the power you carry, the light that still shines within you, even when everything seems lost. This is your greatest weapon, the awareness of your own strength. The narcissist's manipulation is so subtle that you don't even realize how much you are being controlled. They distort reality, make you question every step, every word. And doubt begins to erode your confidence, making you feel smaller and more powerless. But understand, this doubt is not yours, it was planted. It's a tool of control, a way to keep you captive, imprisoned. And when you recognize this, you begin to regain your power. Because the truth is that the Chosen One always knew what was happening, you just needed to believe in yourself again. The pain is deep, but it is also a call to transformation. You feel as if you are losing control of your own life, as if every time you try to escape, something pulls you back into the darkness. But remember, you are not just a spectator in this battle. You are a warrior. Every tear, every moment of despair is a step towards your own liberation. Because this pain is cleansing everything that does not belong to you, everything that was placed on you to limit you, to make you forget who you really are. Narcissists have an almost hypnotic ability to make the Chosen One feel guilty for things they never did. They blame you for their failures, for their problems, for the darkness they carry. And you, with your sensitive heart, absorb this guilt as if it were your own. But it is not. They project their own shadows, their own flaws onto you because they cannot deal with their own darkness. And true liberation begins when you stop accepting this burden. It is not your responsibility to carry the weight of their shadows. You wonder why all of this is happening to you. It seems unfair, unbearable, as if you were paying too high a price for being who you are. But the truth is that this struggle, as cruel as it may seem, is shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for something much greater. Because narcissists do not attack ordinary people, they attack those who carry a special light, an inner strength that threatens their very existence. They sense your light, your connection to something greater, and it fills them with hatred and envy. But it also means you are powerful. The Chosen One is strong, even when they feel like they are breaking. Every moment of pain, every tear, every sleepless night is a testament to your strength, your resilience. You are facing not just a toxic human being but much darker forces that try to extinguish your light. And yet, you are still here, still fighting, still breathing. This is proof that your light is indomitable, that nothing can truly destroy you. They may try to break you, make you doubt, but your essence, your true strength, is unbreakable. Narcissists have a perverse ability to disguise themselves as victims. They reverse the roles, make you feel like the aggressor, the insensitive one, the guilty one. They cry, they beg, they do everything to manipulate you, to make you doubt your own perception. But this is just another mask. When they cry, it's not true regret, it's another attempt at control. They know that the Chosen One has a good heart, that they care, and they use that against you. But don't be fooled, the true victim is you, who is trapped in this cruel cycle. The manipulation is so subtle that the Chosen One begins to drift away from those who truly love them. Friends, family, everyone starts to become distant because the narcissist convinces you that they don't understand you, that they are the problem. And when you isolate yourself, when you start to believe that you are alone, that no one else cares, that's when they win. Because you become more vulnerable, easier to control. But the truth is that the Chosen One is not alone. There are people who love you, who want to help you. Don't let their darkness blind you to that. The narcissist is a master at keeping you stuck in the past. They make you remember the good times, the promises that were never fulfilled, the idealized future that will never happen. And you cling to those memories, to those hopes, as if they were the only real thing. But they are just illusions. The narcissist lives by creating false hopes, by keeping you trapped in an endless cycle of broken expectations. And the more you cling to this, the more they control you. Liberation begins when you let go, when you accept that the past cannot define who you are today. The journey to freedom is not linear, and they know it. Every step you take to pull away, to free yourself, is followed by a counterattack. They fill you with promises, excuses, vows of change. And the chosen one, with a pure heart, wants to believe, wants to give them one more chance. But that is part of the cycle. They will never change because they don't want to change. What they want is control, manipulation, the sense of power that comes from seeing you submissive. True change only happens when you decide that enough is enough, that you will no longer be swayed by these lies. The battle is internal, but it is also spiritual. It's not just about physically distancing yourself, about cutting contact. It's about breaking the invisible bonds, the emotional and spiritual ties that still bind you. This requires courage, strength, and an unwavering will to heal, to reconnect with your true essence. Because the battle is not just against a person but against forces that want to keep you in the darkness. And the only way to win is by reigniting your inner light. Their voice echoes in the minds of the chosen ones, even when they are not present. You find yourself repeating cruel words they said, believing the lies they told you. And this keeps you trapped, even after the relationship ends. Because the real battlefield is your mind, your heart. They plant seeds of doubt, of fear, of guilt, which continue to grow even when you think you've already freed yourself. But these seeds can be uprooted. And the first step is to recognize that these voices are not yours, they are theirs. There are days when everything feels like a never-ending nightmare. You feel exhausted, discouraged, as if you are fighting against an invisible enemy who always seems to be one step ahead. But remember, you are not alone. There is a greater force that protects the chosen one, that guides you, that strengthens you. And no matter how dark the path seems now, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will make it. You've been through so much, you've faced so many battles. This is just another one. And, like all the others, you will win. With every step you take towards freedom, you regain a piece of yourself. Every small victory, every small achievement, is a reclamation of your soul, of your light, of your true self. Because, deep down, you know who you are. They tried to erase you, to break you, but they couldn't. You're still here. And every time you stand up, every time you resist, every time you say no to them, you are rising, rebuilding yourself. And every piece you regain is a piece of your true power, of your true essence. The journey to complete liberation is not easy, but every battle won strengthens your soul. You remember the days when it felt like everything was falling apart, when the pain was so intense that breathing felt like a Herculean effort. But here you are, reading this, seeking answers, seeking strength. That is proof that, despite everything, you still believe, still fight. You carry a resilience that no narcissist, no darkness can destroy. And every time you resist, every time you choose to stand up, you are, in fact, defeating not just the narcissist but all the shadows that try to consume you. It takes courage to face the truth about who they are and what they did to you. Admitting that you were a victim of manipulation, of abuse, of control, is not easy. Pride, fear, shame, all try to prevent you from looking at the open wound. But healing begins when you allow yourself to see, when you face the pain and say, yes, this happened to me. And I am still here. Because, by acknowledging the wound, you begin to reclaim your power. And every little victory, every act of courage from the chosen one, is a cry of freedom, a breaking of the invisible chains they tried to place on you. You realize that the greatest challenge is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not seeing it sooner, for believing the lies, for letting yourself be manipulated. But no, you are not to blame. You had no way of knowing that you were dealing with a master manipulator, with someone who trained their whole life to break people. So stop blaming yourself, chosen one. It's not your fault. True strength lies in forgiving yourself, in embracing yourself, in allowing yourself to be human. You did the best you could with what you knew. And now, with what you know, you can do things differently. True forgiveness is not for them but for you. It doesn't mean justifying what they did or minimizing the pain they caused. It means releasing the power that this pain has over you. Because as long as you carry this anger, this hatred, this bitterness, they still control you. Forgiveness is an act of liberation, an act of power. You are saying, I choose to be free. I choose not to carry this weight anymore. And by doing so, you open yourself up to healing, to peace, to reconnecting with your essence. Pain leaves deep marks, but it also shapes the strength within you. Every scar, every painful memory, is a testament to the survival of the chosen one, to your resilience. And over time, these scars turn into symbols of power, of overcoming. You begin to understand that you are not just the victim of a cruel story, but the hero who rose, who fought against the darkness and survived. Every mark, every healed wound, is a reminder that, despite everything, you won. You are still here, stronger, more aware, more alive than ever. Reconnecting with your spirituality is essential in this healing process. Whether through meditation, prayer, or contact with nature, it is crucial that you find ways to cleanse the negative energy, to restore your inner peace. Because, in the end, the true battle is not against the narcissist but against the energies they brought into your life. You need to purify yourself, strengthen yourself spiritually, so that you can rebuild your life from a solid, unbreakable foundation. And, little by little, you will realize that you are stronger, more centered, more connected with who you truly are. You begin to realize that the narcissist no longer has power over you. Their words, which once hurt you so much, now seem distant, unreal. You remember the lies, the manipulations, but they no longer affect you. Because you have regained control of your mind, your heart, your soul. And that is the true triumph of the chosen one. They tried to destroy you, to break you, but all they managed to do was awaken a strength within you that even you didn't know you had. And now, you are free. Free to be who you are, to shine, to live the life you always wanted. The cycle of abuse you face does not define who you are. You are not the cruel words you heard, the doubts they made you feel, the lies they told you. You are much more than that. The chosen one is living proof that light can overcome darkness, that hope can arise even in the darkest moments. And every time you choose freedom, every time you choose truth, you are writing a new story. A story of strength, of resilience, of transformation. A story that serves as inspiration for all those who are still fighting. Remember, narcissists never attack the ordinary, they pursue what they cannot be, what challenges them. They chose you as a target because they sense the potential you carry, the light that emanates from you. But now, knowing this, you can turn the tables. The chosen one has the power to protect themselves, to heal, and to flourish again, brighter than ever. I want to remind you to check the first pinned comment. If you feel you have a special mission and are looking for guidance to better understand your gifts and overcome the challenges of being a chosen one, be sure to get our ebook and join our exclusive Discord community and connect with others who share the same purpose. Don't miss this opportunity to access exclusive content. If you felt these words resonated deeply with you, click the like button below and subscribe to the channel to be part of the best community of chosen ones. Here, we are unveiling all the secrets of the chosen ones, revealing every detail that strengthens and protects those who, like you, carry a special mission. And don't stop here. Click on the recommended video on the screen and also understand that, although you are a target, you are untouchable. Here, you will continue to discover how to use your inner power to overcome any obstacle. The world needs the light of the chosen ones. Never forget that. May this journey of healing and empowerment continue guiding you towards your true purpose. And before you go, leave your like and share this video with someone you know who needs to hear this message. Together, we can transform the world, one step at a time. See you in the next video. May strength and peace always be with you.